say over another message within regards to the collection of the books of Alice Muller. Alice Muller, the author of My Name is Alice, she has finally given her steady readers a glimpse of what it was like to make it in America after arrival. Now, the author over here has kindly actually given me the text to actually say over this message, and which is a huge privilege to do. Now, in her latest book, Coming to America by Alice Muller and Tzipporah Bat Ami, this book now has a third author, a contributor who has relayed to us his perspective as a little child in some of these events in the book. Now, his name is NUSSEN JAKUBOVIC. So this, let's say, Coming to America is not only a story of truth about survivors adjusting to this country, but it is also the introduction of a third author who has always written but not been published before. He is unfortunately at the moment very ill at the moment. His Hebrew name is NUSSEN HACOHEN Ben Esther. Now, first of all, first message is please pray for him, everyone that is watching. The purchase of this book will be used to help pay for his aide who attends him during the daytime and who he recognizes. So this book is not only a continuation of Alice's story, it is not only where a purchase can help us prepare more books, this is what the author says, but here they can dedicate, the author, the royalties to use of the aid, let's say, of the service. So it's also a mitzvah over here, or it will produce a blessing, this will in of its own right. Now, this book is available on Kindle now, and any day it should be available on paperback as well. So the author actually really urges to keep checking if that's the preference, and she really thanks everyone in advance with regards to everyone that's going to pray for his refuah shlema and all the prayers that's going to be taking place. And she gives her a blessing that we all want, obviously, the GEULAH to come right now. And this was actually relayed over from Tzipporah and Alice. Now, we've already recorded various videos within regards to the book of My Name is Alice by Alice Muller in this series already, which I would recommend everyone to look at the playlist. I'll just say over a word of how important it is that we educate ourselves for the next generation on what actually horrors actually occurred during the late 1930s and the 1940s respectively. And these books, they give very, very strong educational insight on actually what happened. And on many of these messages that the author has already kindly forwarded to me to actually record in video format, we've explored over various different countries. We've mentioned about, for example, Czechoslovakia and Bulgaria and various other places in Europe, which is actually featured inside these videos. So I recommend everyone to look over the playlist. At the end of this video, I'll try and attach this specific playlist in of its own right from the previous videos we've done. And how important it is that we do educate, especially at a time period like this. Here we are in the year 2025 at the time of recording, when unfortunately in various countries have reported that anti-Semitism is at record levels in recent years. And turbulent time all over in various different countries at the moment, and also in Israel in of itself. And how we've got to remind the next generation that maybe unfortunately because here we're in 2025, we don't have so many Holocaust survivors that are still living as there was in previous years. How important it's now more than ever important to actually read these books, how important it is, and what a great important work the authors of these books are doing at even a time period like this. We've got to educate the next generation and the next generation, and they're doing a very, very important work. So I believe this is the third book, and now we are introduced to the third author respectively. So once again, I'm urging everyone to pray. Once again, have in mind that Tfilot, we're about to go into Shabbat in the Torah portion of Re'eh, and all prayers are going to be appreciated. The name again is NUSSEN HACOHEN Ben Esther. Please, Daven, pray for him. Davening means to pray for him. You could, in any form, do Tehillim, books of Psalms, say over chapters of Psalms for him. Tell other people to pray also for him, for refuah shlema, and do as much mitzvot as possible for the zchut, for the merit of him to get better. So everyone, I appreciate and wishing you a Shabbat Shalom. Just recording this just here from Israel, from the city of Bet Shemesh, and check over the playlist also of the previous videos. So once again, this was forwarded from Tzipporah and Alice, and really appreciate them for contributing this to this channel. Thank you very much, and have a meaningful Shabbat.